Mr. SAWIT, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh my god, not only a newspaper, he's selling subscriptions? Holy shit. He's Netflix.
What kind of voice should I give him?
A little weasel. You know, he's a little lying weasel.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Perfect.
Mr. SAWIT, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. What happens now?
Basically, it's just like we read it. I think the first time we can just read it, and then we have certain things we can attack something. We can
his... Oh, I see. I see.
And then I think we would just like let's read it out the first time, and if we go through it again, we just read the new stuff if something gets added, because otherwise it's just too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Witness account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Why do you not have a smartphone? What's wrong with you?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Wait.
The court case was 4 to 5 p.m.
How can it be 1 p.m. if she was dead by 4 p.m., 5 p.m.?
Because he's lying?
Well, I'm just trying to pull, you know, I'm already being a detective here. Because Phoenix is not only an attorney, Phoenix is the fucking motherfucking detective. Because the actual detective in this game is absolute garbage, but we love him.
The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Objection, Rito. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Oh my god, Judge. That's an actually really good question, and I feel like I'm not giving the judge enough credit.
Yeah. Your Honor, the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
How convenient.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
What?
The phone that Mr. SAWIT used was one of those. Your Honor.
This is all bullshit.
I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Oh.
Per usual? What? What is that word?
Per usual, he has something? Like,
per usual. Oh, yeah.
Like, per usual, I put this into evidence.
Yeah. Fair.
Electricity to Mr. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. On the day of the crime. Noon to 6 p.m. I'm just wondering why this matters right now. Did Larry say something about phoning her? No. We'll see. Oh yeah, Rito, have some good food.
Now, Mr. Wright.
No. Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
I'd rather not. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? then that witness must have lied in this testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Literally. Go and rub it in his face! Okay. Open the court record with tab in case you don't know. Yeah. Then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Oh, probably time of death then.
Yes. Actually... I would like to save. Forgot how saving works. Oh my gosh. No. I can only save before! Because we do have lives, and we lose lives if we...
Oh, really?
Yes, so I kind of want to save at one point before we do something bad.
We'll be fine.
There you go. So... Okay,
do we
maybe
need to
not.
reread this?
No, this is what I meant with this. We won't.
Now we're doing
this.
it over again.
Yes. Unless, sorry, why is it backspace? This is so weird. If I attack something and he talks more, then you can, voice it again. Okay, so what we have is the time of death. This is, I think, basically what we have. Because this I don't really think fits anywhere. So I would say I was going to do, yeah, whatever. I thought he must be in a hurry. He left the door for, nope. I looked inside the apartment, yeah, maybe. And then I saw her lying. Yes. Nope. I thought to call the police. Yep. Yeah. Public phone. The time exactly, it was 1 p.m.
No, I guess you,
I'm just right now noon to 6 p.m. No, that would work, right? So it must be this.
Yeah, because the phone would be actually off, not working.
Have a good night, Ken. Let's see if we're good detectives or not. Objection!
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m.? Are you sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Ha! Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report, which is kind of tough. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Objection! I didn't surely know. The witness barely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. SAWIT, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Jacques.
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beg more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.
That's fair.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tapes program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one.
Yeah,
She
wasn't
can't
there
be
no...
watching the TV when
Yeah,
there's
no electricity.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom! You heard the time. There's a voice saying the time was probably coming from the solution. I guess.
So yeah, immediately
This
it's like
one.
there. Like, boom, objection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Bam. There you go, bitch. Objection! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point.
I know.
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. SAWIT? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. SAWIT? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning.
Wouldn't we all?
These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. SAWIT. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please.
Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
More bullshit.
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Is that
Well,
just a
no, 'cause-
statue?
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Yeah, well, murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a... Because you said the murder weapon was a clock, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the murder weapon. I remember seeing it, so...
I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Yeah, there. And it's like...
Objection!
Objection!
Wait, just a moment. By the way, for your information, I don't know if you've noticed, but every time we present something and it's correct, the music stops. If it's not
really?
correct, the music doesn't stop. So you'll
okay.
immediately know if you fucked up or not.
Oh god, that's bad.
I know, right?
Why didn't you tell me that?
Sorry. I thought it's funny to know. Because I'm always waiting for the stop, you know, when I
like,
hit
I
something.
mean, like, wait a minute.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
An attorney. Just answer the question, Mr. Saw it, or should I rather say, didn't saw it?
No, or did it? Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
How does he know that?
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright,
It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yes, because he said he saw the time, and the thingy makes a noise and says the time if you tilt it. But he couldn't have done that.
You're so smart! Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... I think I would go
went into
with...
the apartment.
Is it though? I guess.
It's both are correct technically, no?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, what they... This is what I mean. Sometimes it's really hard.
Well, I wouldn't say that he would be a sugar daddy because he fucking works door-to-door subscription papers.
Fair point. He was a very lousy sugar daddy. That's why she had to have multiple. Yeah, let's go with the went into the apartment. Because we can't, like the other thing, we can't really, you know, say.
Yeah, we can't say, yeah.
You're lying. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I just did! I'll do better than that! I can prove you were the one who killed her, even! You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Revealing!
Order in the court!
No!
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. SAWIT, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, yeah! What the fuck? Yeah. Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn, give him death!
No. Death.
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please.
People in the crowd are probably like, oh my god, he was wearing a toupee this whole time!
Yeah. And he threw it at the defendant's face.
There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. You have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. I mean, you can just try this clock, no? Yeah, Your Honor? The sound Mr. SAWIT heard was definitely this clock. A fact. Look at this. Oh my god, we would lose 2 lives. You see this?
Oh, yeah.
Fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors.
Yeah.
Let's go right now. Examine the clock's batteries now. Try sounding the clock.
It'll probably be sounding the clock. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Let's sound the clock now, here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sword heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. SAWIT, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Yeah, not wrong. He's right!
Right.
How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close!
Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Fuck you, Judge. Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank SAWIT. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! Like a criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him! Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Assuming we fucked up.
Not so
Oh, right.
fast, Mr. SAWIT! Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Do you know why?
It was in Paris, right?
Exactly. We have the passport.
Yeah.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right?
Oh, yeah, because
Find
he
it.
came home like the day before.
The day
he
before, so
died,
she
yeah,
didn't have
time to
find
fix
it.
the clock.
And let them have it. Plus, she probably brought it from there. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
she would buy the thing there.
I'm
Like
trying.
that.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright.
Yes, right?
No, it's fine. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Bam! In your face.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Wait a second, 9? When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dad in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. SAWIT? Or should I say, Mr. Did it!
Yeah. He died.
Order!
Order! Order, I say!
Oh my god, he just collapsed!
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and was taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I did well, didn't I?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Yeah, you're gonna see more of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
Not guilty!
not guilty.
Woo, confetti!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank SAWIT was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. SAWIT let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. SAWIT grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Very sad. If Larry would have just stayed. Hi, Monaka! Hey everyone, how's it going? It's going great! We solved our first case! Well, the baby trial. First try, right? It's literally like the baby case where I'm being told to click tab a lot. Tab is my friendly button. I wanted to say something, but I think this is better to stop. You know the confetti that they throw? If you reach a not guilty, they always throw confetti, and that's kind of funny because Gumshoe, who's a character you love and you'll be speaking, he is the detective, and there's in one of the games that you can buy, like the physical edition that you can buy, he's in the back cover, and like his art is on the back cover, and he's on his desk and he's cutting confetti on his desk. Aww. So it's like he's the one cutting the confetti. Yeah. It's just so cool. I love it.
That's cute.
They do him a bit dirty, but yeah, that's all he does. He cuts the confetti.
Aye.
How are you doing, Manaka? August 3rd, 2 p.m. Oh, we were out in court for a few hours.